We're thinking rainfall, right? Well, snowpack really helps our water table. And how much snowpack do we have right now?
None.
We got nothing.
None.
We got nothing. All right, let me show you what we've got outside, because the current picture looks like this. The Brooklyn Bridge, it's always so pretty when it's lit up at night. Temperatures right now come in at 30 degrees, feels like about 24 degrees. In terms of that drought situation, and you can see what, the governor is talking about. So Governor Murphy says, hey, New Jersey, be careful, because look at this area, that dark sort of like orangish brown color, and this is Sussex County, a little bit of Warren County. I mean, that is severe drought conditions. Everybody else, and really the tough situation is in New Jersey, where this tan color is for moderate drought. Everybody else, you're kind of doing okay. If it's yellow, shaded in New York County, that just means you're abnormally dry, but you haven't hit a drought condition. Well, that's the situation. And listen, the bulk of the area is running about 8 inches behind where we should be in terms of precipitation. Well, we're not expecting substantial moisture out there, be it rain or snow as I look ahead, at least not over the weekend. That said, you could see a little bit out there tonight, maybe even some snow showers, and there's a chance for some freezing drizzle as well, and that can be a problem. Whatever moisture I'm going to show you is not much, gang. It's just not too much. So if a little drizzle is falling and it's cold enough, that can make for some slippery spots out there. But the real cold air is going to come back to the area by the time we get to Monday night, pushing into Tuesday. So for the weekend, you're 41 degrees both days. There's that slight morning chance tomorrow for a little bit of precipitation, and even like around lunchtime or so, maybe it exits the east end as a raindrop here or there. And Sunday, you're also 41 degrees, partly sunny. Okay, by the time you get to Sunday. 30 degrees the high today, 20 your low. I mean, come on, you are way off the mark. Look at that, both categories, 17 degrees colder than we expect to be this time of the year. Satellite and radar, so we got cloud cover out there right now, and that's preventing our temperatures from really going any lower from where they are right now. It's kind of like putting a big blanket over the area, and you just don't drop with those overnight lows. So there's the moisture offshore. Yeah, it's way offshore, but see these little specks right here? Let's go up and over. All right, look at this. All right, there are a couple of these little stragglers, and some of those stragglers could push through our area. Again, if you see anything, gang, it's not going to be too much. Big picture shows us what we're watching, all right? It's this whole system here, and this is the system that put 2 inches of snow down in Richmond, Virginia, 1.1 for Washington, D.C. Snowpack in our entire country right now is pushing 50%. Now, it's not in New York City, but we haven't had this much snow cover across the country in about 20 years, so a pretty decent start to the winter season. So if you watch how the models are saying things will work out. So that front is sort of offshore, but look at this straggling activity. This is, midnight to say 6 a.m. That's not going to be much of anything. Those are very light flurries, maybe a light little raindrop. This little pink color could be some of that freezing drizzle I'm talking about. And that's one of the things I get concerned about, because that can just make for slick roads and pushing out of the area. So what are we talking about for snow? That was the most aggressive model I can show you. That's the HER model, and they're suggesting a ½ an inch, even possible in the city. Take that with just a grain of salt, because I've got 0 for the GFS, a trace for the European, maybe a 1/10 of an inch for the graph. The NAM is on board. They're saying, hey, no, 4/10 of an inch. So it's a possibility, gang. It's not going to be a lot if you see anything. And it would be nice to get some measurable snow, I think, in New York City, because this would be right on par with the average time of the year that we get our first measurable snow. Colder air comes back Monday, especially Monday late into Tuesday morning. Tuesday, you're only 19. Only the teens up to 34. Could be a little bit of precip on Tuesday as well. Then a couple of days, Wednesday and Thursday, you're in the 40s. Then the 30s are back. Friday, 36. Next weekend, temperatures hovering with highs around the freezing mark.
So not putting a dent in the drought situation in New Jersey there in the 7-day forecast. Yeah.
And it's such an important story. And you guys brought up how, look, you don't think of drought in the wintertime. You should, okay? And as a matter of fact, there are portions of our country that get the bulk of their water from their winter season.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Out west in California, they do that.
Yeah. In the meantime, we'll bundle up.
Yes, we will.
Thank you, Lonnie.